Especially in my early days in elementary school, teachers would say things like, okay, now think like a scientist, or now think like a mathematician, and it turns out that you can't just pop, like I'm in 4th grade and look at me, I think like a scientist, right? It requires a lot of practice and growth and focus, and I think that our sanctification is like that too, that you don't just ta-da, today, I think like a Christian, right? That it requires practice, and I think that Bellevue Christian, by engaging all kinds of different questions and all kinds of different topics, that we give our students opportunities to practice thinking, putting on the mind of Christ, to practice looking at their world through the lens of the Bible, God's Word, through the lens of truth, so that by the time they're out in the world and they're on their own or whatever, that they're able to do that. They have years of practice underneath their belts.
I think it allows us to embrace in the mess, to enjoy the process, but to do it in a way that hopefully equips our students to go out into the world that they're in right now. We have to know our why and stay true to that. And that's not going to happen by itself.
So I was reading this take on 1 Corinthians. It was if I've taken all the AP classes and I've gotten all 5s, but I don't have love, it's just exactly that. If I have gotten all my graduation requirements, but I don't have love, then Bellevue Christian is not fulfilling its why of making disciples.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work to keep that thing front and center, though. It's so easy to get tempted and swept up into the broader cultural narrative of this is about other stuff. This is about those outcomes that everybody's now conditioned to see. The scope of the AP program, the standardized test scores, the college matriculation list, all those other metrics. All those aren't framed around school as an act of worship. So it can be a real challenge.
And it's important that, to maybe articulate, Bellevue Christian School is a school, primarily. We're not a church, we're not a youth group, we're a school. So we are here to teach students, skills and content and dispositions to succeed after they leave. But we just do it from a different starting place and with a different end goal in mind.
And I think that plays out for the senior in the college question: where should I go to college? Yes, that college looks good. That college is dazzling in a lot of ways. But who do you feel like God is calling you to be in your life? Who do you feel like you are now? Who do you feel like you might be down the road? Can this college help that process continue? So let's talk about your soul. Let's talk about your life as a whole, not just boy, it'd be cool to go there. Look, I'm sure it has a beautiful campus and you can get all the hoodies you want from the bookstore, but you're actually going to be taking a step back.
You can get the hoodies without going there.
That is true.
Hoodies were so important.